name is Lindsay. If you're old, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're new, I hope you will stick around and consider subscribing. If you don't already know, on the 25th of July, so this past Saturday, was my 6-year diabetic anniversary, or diaversary as we diabetics like to call it. I have been thinking a lot about how much I have learned and how much I have changed over the past 6 years since being diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic. It has not been an easy journey, but I can firmly say and firmly believe that I have been changed for the better. I am healthier, I'm more aware of what I'm putting into my body. I am very aware of the nutritional facts of different foods, and being a diabetic has just inspired me to make healthier and better choices. Today's video, I am going to be showing you my favorite high and low blood sugar snacks. As I'm showing you my preferences for high and low blood sugar snacks, keep in mind that every diabetic is different. Every diabetic responds in a different way to both food and insulin, and no diabetic is the same. So let's get started. We are going to start off with low blood sugar. So I consider low blood sugar 69 and below. When my sugar is low, one of the things that is my go-to snack are fruit snacks. And I get different kinds of fruit snacks almost every time I go to the grocery store. My absolute favorite kind of fruit snacks, and what I get the most, are the Mott's fruit snacks, but the last time I went to the store they were completely sold out of my favorites, so bummer. But the Welch's fruit snacks are really, really good. Me personally, when I start dropping, I will eat 2 fruit snacks, and that usually is enough to bring me up to a stable blood sugar until I'm about to eat again. 1 packet of fruit snacks contains 19 grams of carbs. So for some of you that might be too little, for some of you that might be a lot, but for me it is the perfect amount, so fruit snacks are my go-to. The second choice I have for low blood sugar are granola bars, and my absolute favorite are the Nature Valley peanut bars. My dad started eating these when I was in high school, and whenever we would be out at the mall or just walking around town, I would get hungry often, and I would say, "Hey Dad, do you have any food?" And he would always pull out these granola bars, and they quickly became my favorite. If you're not a fan of peanut butter or you're allergic, I would not recommend these granola bars, but this is my absolute favorite. It contains 20 grams of carbs, which I feel is the perfect amount to help bring your blood sugar back up, and it is also like the perfect combination of salty and sweet, which I really appreciate. So get yourself a Nature Valley granola bar. This next item, you guys are gonna laugh at me because I threw away the container, but these are peanut butter pretzel bites. My husband and I love and adore these. If we're hungry throughout the day, we'll just grab a couple of these, and they are the perfect snack. So they are these little pretzel bites that contain peanut butter within the pretzel. They are about 17 grams per serving, so if you grab a handful, that would add up to about 17 grams of carbs. I love these. These are a perfect snack for when I get home from work and I'm really hungry and I just want something quick but will sustain me until dinner. I would highly recommend these pretzel bites. If you are sensitive to gluten or you have an allergy to peanut butter, I would not go for these, but I do not, so I love these. The next snack choice I have, I don't really go for very often. If it's an emergency, I will, but I try to avoid this as much as I can. But it is cereal. My preference since 6th or 7th grade has always been the Special K Red Berry cereal. I have tried a lot of their cereals and they are really good, but the Red Berries is my favorite. My family is probably laughing at me because they know how obsessed I was with this when I was in middle school and high school. Looking on the nutrition facts, the cereal itself is 34 grams of carbs, and with 3/4 of a cup of skimmed milk, it adds up to 43 grams of carbs. If I wake up and my sugar's low and I don't really feel like my typical yogurt, fruit, and granola, I will go for some cereal, but because this is so high in carb, my sugar tends to go a little bit higher after I eat this, so I try to avoid it, but it is really good to indulge in every once in a while. And last but certainly not least, I have trail mix. Now, my husband knows I am a trail mix fiend. I just really love trail mix. My favorite is the fruit and nut trail mix. I get this from Kroger. For 1/4 cup, it is 23 grams of carbs, so that is usually the perfect amount to bring me back up. Sometimes I go a little overboard because I just love the dried pineapple and the dried papaya in this. It contains a lot of really healthy and nutritional fruits and nuts in here, hence the name. But I also really like just your standard typical trail mix with peanuts and M&Ms and raisins and craisins and all that great stuff. Because I try to be healthier on a daily basis, the fruit and nut trail mix is my go-to. Moving on to high blood sugar. Everyone has different standards for high blood sugar, but what I would consider high blood sugar is anytime my blood sugar is above 200. My range is typically 80 to 180. High blood sugar is tricky because sometimes you're hungry with a high blood sugar and you don't want to eat because you don't want to increase your blood sugar and feel sick later. But thankfully there are foods that are considered free foods that don't contain a lot of carbs and are perfectly fine to eat when your blood sugar is high. My first favorite high blood sugar snack is almonds. Now, I am not a salty person. I don't like a lot of salt, so the sea salt coated almonds are not my preference. I usually go for the unsalted almonds. These are 6 grams of carbs for 1/4 cup, so I just have the typical unsalted almonds, but I also have the honey roasted almonds, which contain 8 grams of carbs. The honey roasted almonds are absolutely delicious, and this is what they look like. They do have a little bit of sea salt and sugar on them, but they are very light and just the perfect snack when my blood sugar is high. Next up is cheese sticks. I love these Kraft mozzarella cheese sticks. My husband just gets them in a standard pack for me. I will just have a cheese stick and maybe some almonds as a mid-afternoon snack when I'm getting hungry and it's not yet time for dinner. These are just really delicious. These are great to take with you if you are traveling or just on the go. Next up, if you haven't guessed, I am a big peanut butter fan, so I am going to say peanut butter. This kind of peanut butter my husband and I get from Kroger. They usually are on a 2 for $4 or 3 for $5 deal. I absolutely love this kind of peanut butter. It's creamy. I'm not a big fan of the crunchy peanut butter. This contains 2 tablespoons equals 7 grams of carbs, which is not bad at all. So sometimes you can just eat this straight from the jar. However, I have put it on crackers before, so if your sugar is a little low, putting a little bit of peanut butter on some crackers will help stabilize your blood sugar. It is important to always have a protein and a carb with your snacks and your meals. So if I need that little bit of protein with my meals, I will just add a little bit of peanut butter, and it is delicious. Since I found out I was pregnant, I have discovered a new love of mine, and that is pickles. I have always liked pickles, but I've never been a huge pickle freak, but I am just obsessed with vinegar and pretty much everything savory in my pregnancy. So the Mount Olive kosher pickles are the way to go. They have less than 1 gram of carb for 2/3 of a sphere, which is not bad at all. And they are just so tangy and delicious, and I find it super refreshing. So guys, those are all my favorite high and low blood sugar snacks. It is almost lunchtime, and looking at all this food is making me very, very hungry, so I think I'm gonna go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave down below in the comments your favorite high and low blood sugar snacks. I would love to know. I'm always on the hunt for new snacks and treats, and I would just love to hear from you guys what you're enjoying. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.